Hello, you guys. Oops, that was a loud noise. Yeah, I know that's because I'm putting my leg on top of my other leg. This is Colatius and Latius, and for this video, I really didn't want to make this video because I seriously think I am talking out of my ass a bit here in this video, but I wanted to kind of make it at the same time. This topic kind of actually inspired, it inspired me to make this video. I was trying to attempt it yesterday, but I got interrupted once, and like another mistake. I'm like, no, I gave up yesterday. So today I hope no mistake happens. And okay, so a day ago, somebody was like, did this show up for anyone else? This delicious icon. Yes, it's a meaningless glitch. You'll find out why when I tell you what that means. Okay, so to make a long ass story short, because I don't want to waste a lot of time explaining on this one here. This event mistake icon is the Four Gods Hell event icon. I am not concerned about this at all for two reasons. One, because these two events are connected together, and I don't know how do you explain, like, the event format and code, what, who, what, where, what code, and you know what I want to say, they're like the same. So it's understandable how sometimes we would accidentally get things in Chinese or stuff like that. It makes, like same coding, which is probably why that mistake about the sweet spell icon is still present on our server, even though it's not censored, because, same thing, coding paste. Is that how you say it? Something like that. So out of all the mistakes that we could have gotten on this, yesterday it says right there, I guess, out of all the mistaking icons that we could have gotten, and if it was a mistake hell of an icon, this would actually be the one that makes sense the most. It would have not made sense if any other popped up. And another thing that is also should not be of concern is because it's not translated in English. So there you go. This is just a mistake. It kind of makes sense that it popped up. However, because to be honest, I've been kind of thinking, okay guys, let me be honest with you, like right the hell about fucking now. Okay, see, this bothers me still a lot. Okay, when we got this event, it made no sense to bring it to our server. If they wanted to give us a complete fuck up of an event, one that nobody really expected, they could have still given us the newest recent hell event that costs about 8,000. I don't even know what the name of it is. I have to find out. They could have done that because nobody would have expected that. That's like 1% chance of happening. Well, guess what? Same with Four Gods, 1% chance of that happening. Or they could have given us the third miracle, the third anniversary hell event. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an anniversary, but hey, if Nikki throws this kind of logic out the window, what's to stop him from bringing an anniversary to our server right now, right? Should not make a fucking difference, I guess. And it's like, why? Out of all the shit, this complete surprise hell events that they throw at us, why specifically this one? The one that coincidentally just happens to cost the most. It doesn't make any sense to me at all, because it's like, I find it so bizarre, because if they wanted to throw BS at us with hell events, they could have done that with our first ever hell event. Instead of giving us Evernight, because Evernight's like second oldest, they could have just said, oh, you know what, who gives a shit, we'll give you Ghost Gathering first. It's like, why now? It's like, if they wanted to give us bullshit, they could have also, for Ghost Gathering in January, they could have given us Four Gods and stuff, but our story server wasn't really caught up, so I have a feeling that's why we got Ghost Gathering, because it doesn't have spoilers, I think this event was forced as fuck, guys. I have a feeling we were probably either gonna get Windflower or Bloody Moon as our next event. I think they did this on purpose. I really don't like to mention that, but conspiracy theory, oh my god, bro, I'm so worried, because it's like, why out of all the hell events, why couldn't they have done out of completely out of order hell events earlier. Why now? Why this event? And coincidentally, why the most expensive one, and why near Halloween? And that really bothers me a lot. So here's my deal. See, this is what really bothers me the most about this whole entire thing here. This. So tell me, guys, I'm not an expert at this, but do they translate stuff many, many, many months ahead? And when I'm talking about many months, like half a year to almost a year later, because this made no sense. Like, I seriously think to God we were supposed to get Bloody Moon this event, because this was July the 4th. Right? So just 3 months later, okay, I can see them, I guess, translated, what, to a month? Obviously 1 month for sure, yeah, because they need to plan that shit out, right? And then don't they do test servers? But translation, though, I mean, would they seriously translate something like this and then not share it for that long? So it's like, it doesn't make any sense to me, because this worries me. Like I said, that other Four Gods icon was not translated in English. This was. The backgrounds and C server, because I think there was a couple pop-ups that we had on our server that actually was for C server, like that recharge for $1, or the lowest you can get is for $2 because it's diamonds only, like that green thing, that green outfit. And then we had a pop-up with, like, if you have a large phone, you get a pop-up to substitute the black screen or black bars. And one pop-up was for the dress of the Rose from Windflower, but the C server actually got it instead of us, because the date of it was like, I think somebody posted it and it happened in July, then a month later. That actually makes sense. It happened a month later and it was translated in English. So yeah, I think we actually even get some C server updates by mistake, I think. And the reason why I'm saying this is because on the C server, they actually have these backgrounds in there, these two specifically, and another one that's from ranking event that we don't have yet, that was actually Magic Pocket Watches recharge. And I think they have another lily pad background. And I compared the two the two pictures. I have to look at it again because I still believe they're different. Because Pastoral Sigh, I believe it was Pastoral Sigh, they were translated two different words. It was not the same, guys. So it's like, that means that this was seriously for us, this accidental mistake here, okay? So it's like, ruling that out, it's for our server, because like I said, I don't think they would, unless they changed it. I doubt it. It makes sense. It's like, why these two, and why was it translated in English? Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. I am very shocked that this was not our next event, especially now, considering it would have made sense. I guess they translate obviously in the future, but do they translate stuff that will come I'm just saying 6 because it's just an easy number to throw out, because half a year, months later, it really doesn't make any sense, guys. It really, really doesn't. It's like, so my main issue is if they bring Bloody Moon, I know this bothers me a lot. If they bring Bloody Moon, I kept talking about how in a new hell event they would have to recharge, and if they were to do that, it would have been a few weeks difference. However, I actually did not take into account that truly the 4 Wars hell event does not start on the 12th, which is why I said like a few weeks apart, like 12 and then Halloween, like the last week. It actually started on September 25th, the actual date, which means they could potentially throw this, because that would be a month later. I don't know if I'm making any sense here, but it's like, technically it would have been 30 days that have passed instead of 15 days, because technically that's like the timestamp that actually the 4 Wars started, I mean, the C server did it. They legitimately threw Miracle Concert, and then a month later, they gave Windflower, and they were two new things. They were not the same. So if that's the case, if they're still, I don't know, bro. I think this is all a trap, man. Like, why? If they wanted to, like I said, if they wanted to throw us a out of surprise hell event, why couldn't have been the newest recent one? Why not one, the third or the second newest hell event that costs like 10,000 to get, and you get a lot of nice things in return? Why? Why this specific one? Why? Because it costs more than 11,000. It costs 15, and I think they wanted us to get us to spend that extra 5,000 to get the final outfit on purpose. It's like, why? Why this? I don't think they specifically did it to throw lore out the window. I think they did this on purpose because it happens to cost the most, and they know people would spend on it. I sure as fucked it, but then again, I was saving up for it. I mean, it would have not made a difference because I'm pretty much onto Nikki's traps, It's like, why? But if they brought in 11,000, then hey, look, they would have not made that extra 4,000 spending, right? Yeah, just about 4. I'm not counting free plays. I'm just counting how much it would cost to finish. Then they would be lacking, right? So they know people would have spent on this, even though it's super expensive. And oh boy, and I have a feeling Nikki knows that people will spend on Bloody Moon because Bloody Moon only cost 8,000 to get, right? That's not that much, but ugh. So it's like timestamp September 25th, guys. They could, honestly, I really do believe they could throw Bloody Moon very close there, because if they do that, that would be 4 months when these two backgrounds made it to our server by mistake. It's like, so what does that mean for Evernight, guys, when I kept saying it could be our next event or very soon? Technically, if I was in their shoes and I wanted to fuck our server up, I could seriously throw in Bloody Moon as our Halloween event, and next month-ish, because technically the anniversary of Evernight happened the 22nd. If they really wanted to, they might not have to even bring it in a year. They could just bring it a year and a little bit more, so maybe about a week when the event debuted on our server, if they really wanted to make more money out of us with Bloody Moon. Because between Evernight and Bloody Moon, especially Halloween, because it's seasonal and people love to spend money on seasonal. I did on that $15 Usagi recharge. People spend a lot, right? So it's like, why not throw in Bloody Moon? And people are probably willing to recharge. I don't know. It's just, I just find it suspicious. It's like, do they really have these two things? Like, it's not, they're not going to show it for another that many months, man. I mean, I'm scared because if I am thinking this, if I am thinking as if I'm in their shoes, I have a feeling that Nikki is also thinking the exact same thing I'm thinking, because they know people wanted Bloody Moon, especially Bloody Moon. It was Windflower or Bloody Moon, but people wanted Bloody Moon the most, guys. It's Halloween and the outfits are gorgeous. Perfect time to release it. The Japanese server has Bloody Moon going on right now. However, when they had Evernight, that's an old event. But then again, it's like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, seriously, though, I think this is a trap. I hope I'm wrong, because the chance of this happening is 1%. But fuck, they brought 4 wars. 1% chance of that happening. I don't know, bro. This bothers me still. This completely, utterly bothers me. This really, really does. OMG. I don't know. What do you think? I have a feeling our server is going to get fucked in a few weeks' time for Halloween. And if they were to do it, it would be now. It would make sense if they brought Bloody Moon in November or December. Yeah, it could. It doesn't have to be seasonal, but to fuck us up, it'd be worthwhile to do so now, though, not later. Rip. So yeah, I don't know what you guys think. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.